high do we think Mikel Arteta's heart rate was during some moments of that match, do we think?
It's all you, mate. This is all yours.
For me?
Yeah, if you had a heart monitor on him, you think it was high?
I think he felt a lot of pressure today to get the job done, for sure, to get to the semi-final. Also, the big game coming on the weekend. The pressure is unbelievable at the moment. They're coming into a moment where they've played really poor for probably 2 or 3 weeks, so they needed to win this game. Personally, I thought they came on the front foot. I thought they played different. They didn't sit in for 90 minutes. They had moments where I thought they tried to go for the game, but it's a little concerning for me that Sporting and them played almost very on the same level. And take nothing away from Sporting, it's a good team, but it's a team from Portugal versus the team that was going to win the quadruple a couple months ago. So
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. Yes. Yeah, 2 weeks ago. But I'm of the camp of, hey, take nothing away from them. I'm also of the camp of they play against Atletico Madrid. They'll be the favorites. And then they'll go on a final. And a final's a one-off game.
Arsenal will be, right?
Yeah.
You're saying, yeah.
They're favorites against Atletico Madrid. I'm not giving it to them, but they're favorites. They go to a final.
You just did. Okay.
Are we talking about Arsenal or are we talking about?
You talking about Arsenal, you just gave them.
We were just checking who you think the favourites are. Because when you say they'll be the favourites, I think some people may have
Arsenal will be the favourites against Atletico Madrid. And then it's a one-off game. But if you ask me if Bayern Munich and PSG and Arsenal at the same level, no way. No way. Bayern Munich and PSG are here, and Arsenal are.
But then Arsenal fans will come back at you to say they beat Bayern Munich at home at the Emirates earlier in the competition.
No Luis Diaz.
No, but they still beat them. Doesn't matter. They got the result. So Arsenal fans will say they've beaten them. You can say what you want to say. It's there. It's in the history books. They beat them at the Emirates.
Those games got no juice.
I will just say this. For me, Arsenal got the job done. Was it a convincing performance again? No. Was it something that you could say that there's a lot of positivity they can take from the performance, not just the result? They got through, yes. Just look at Declan Rice's face again at the end of that game. That was just like a player saying, that's not a player celebrating like, oh, wow, we're in the semi-finals.
But Nigel was part of that because they did have the aggregate lead, so they come into the game almost not knowing, shall we go for it, shall we sit back? And as the clock's winding down, you're thinking, do we go, do we stay, do we go, do we stay?
Who was that,
no, that's a reality of
Arsenal.
That's a reality of Arsenal players knowing that they're not in a great form right now. They haven't been getting the right results. They lost to Bournemouth. They are a little bit shaky right now, which is why the manager said he's on fire. And the players know themselves that they're not playing fantastic. They're just getting the job done. But how long can you continue to do that? And now you're at the next level of the Champions League. Like you said, Atletico Madrid are going to be a very tough game for Arsenal. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be a different mindset. You look at the game today, you look at Sporting. There was, 85th minute or so, Sporting had possession, they were passing it around. Sporting had no teeth, like you say about biting bread with no teeth. That was Sporting today. They're passing the ball around. I'm looking at them saying, is this not a team that's actually realising that they're 1-0 down in this tie, that they're not trying to be real aggressive to get a goal? They're passing the ball around like the tie's all level. So, for me, I would say, Arsenal got the job done, but we can't sit here and say it was an amazing Arsenal performance where you could say there's a lot of confidence.
But we haven't been able to say that all season, so...
not at the beginning of the season, not the way they started the season?
They never dominated teams. They was never running away with it. They were killing people on set pieces. How many games have we done this season and said, Arsenal won another set piece. Arsenal, they ground it out. They got the result, but they won't be happy with the performance. I feel like that's just been the MO of their whole season, and they'll take it today. I thought Sporting were very good in what they tried to do. I thought the left-hand side for Sporting was their outlet in both games. If they just had a little bit more quality, as Grella alluded to, I think they score more. But I don't think Arsenal have that killer instinct in them to go, right, I'm going to go and take the game on. I'm going to go beat you 3-4, 5-0. They just play kind of percentage football, which is winning football, by the way. Yeah. But it's like, we're not going to take any risks. We're not going to take any chances. And I don't know if that gets you to winning this. I don't know. I don't know if you're going to play against Atletico Madrid and both teams are going to do the same thing. None of them want the ball. Both of them want to be defensively solid. Both want to hit on the counter-attack. So it's got to make for a weird game, but... I've got something more to say, but Declan Rice has got something better to say, then I'll join in afterwards.
OK, let's listen to Declan Rice, shall we? Here he is after the match.
How much do you need to improve in attacking areas to be able to get over the finish line in both competitions, which is what you want to achieve?
Yeah, of course, you want to be able to score goals. But most teams that come here we play against 5-4-1 every time, so there's a bit of perspective with that. Every team we played this season either changes from a 4 to a 5 to defend against us, so the spaces ain't there as much, and that's the actual truth. So it's on us to find ways to score and break it down, but we're playing against top players every week. So, look, we'll keep going, keep playing well, keep getting over the line, and yeah, bring on everything.
What's the last couple of weeks been like with all the noise around the club? Like being at any other top club. There's noise with everything. This is Arsenal Football Club, you know. There's noise with every game. There's scrutiny. If you don't play well, if you play good, take it with a pinch of salt, keep it moving, and yeah, bring on the last few weeks. It's a roller coaster. No one's going to hand you anything in this game, so just keep going, and what will be will be. Let's just keep going strong. Massive game Sunday at Manchester City. Do you need to win it?
Yeah, of course, you have to win every game. We want to win every game in the Premier League. Our record this year has been amazing, all competitions. That's why we play the game. It's a game of football at the end of the day. So we'll be ready for it, we'll be ready to go, and how much you want it. So, yeah, I know I'll be ready, I know the boys will be ready, so let's go.
Appreciate your time, thank you.
Thank you.
Go on, Troy. What do you want to say about Declan?
No, not Declan, just the messaging coming out of Arsenal, bluffing it. You got the manager talking about they're on fire. You got him now saying, you know, we want to win every game. Well, I've just watched 2 games against Sporting where you didn't want to win those games. You tried not to lose. And the best part about it, which actually winds me up now, because when Arne Slot spoke about earlier in the season about playing against a low block, got crucified by older players coming out, Steven Gerrard coming out and said, that's what we always have to do when you're a top team. He just spoke about how difficult it is to play against a low block and a lower team because they're trying to stop us. You try and stop everybody every week. What are you talking about? And like, again, talk about messaging and the delivery of the message. I think Declan is obviously trying to put the captain's hat on and tell all the right messaging. Unfortunately, the camera caught your face at the end of the game. That was a sigh of relief. That wasn't a yes, job done, on to the next one.
Yeah.
And then just take it back. You see Doku's interview after the game against Chelsea. This weekend is a massive game. Can't wait for it. We're looking for the positivity, the way that they're saying it is like Man City are like, OK, we've got another chance. We didn't think we were going to have another chance. This is it. Arsenal are going, if we don't lose, then we'll be all right. If you go to games with that mentality, I just think you're under pressure. And I think at the moment,
but he did say, bring it on. We can't wait.
At the end.
Yeah,
for
the City
But did he say, bring it on? I can't wait. Or did he go,
but is that his personality?
I'll be ready. What?
We bring it.
It's not his personality.
Yeah, we
also,
brought him on after the Carabao Cup, and we're like, Declan, you're through to the next round. He's like, I'm knackered. Like, I think it's just
also,
the side of him, right?
I understand what you're saying, Poppy, and you're right in the sense.
Nigel said he plays with him. Nigel said he played with him, and he was like, wait, win.
This guy.
Last time we had Declan on.
He remembers, man.
I remember when we trained together. You got to refresh my memory.
He was like, we were just.
Oh, yeah, and then he said, I still had it. So there you go, Grella. Nice to see your life today.
But the point with it, though, Nigel, is...
I got a stuffy nose today. I kissed Troy.
If he turns around and says, bang, we're at it, we're going to deal with it, you go, fair enough. The way that people say things is what you have to look into. And when they're going, we're going to be up for it, we're going to be ready, of course he is. They're going to have a few days now to rest and recover and get ready for the game. Of course they are. But when Doku's saying it, and when we had Nico O'Reilly on, and when we had Pep Guardiola saying, yes, we smell blood, and we're ready to go, there's a different message in there. That is, you've given us a chance, we're coming for you. The other team is going, we're hearing the noise, we're hearing the pressure, let's just hope we get through it.
Now, I will just say, I understand what Troy's saying. There's power in the messaging and how you present yourself and what you say. And there's a saying, obviously, the tongue is mightier than the sword. And that goes to the point. The other side of it, Troy,
what tongue you got?
The tongue is mightier than the sword.
I'll take a sword any day of the week. But anyway, go on.
Anyway, I would just say it's easier for Manchester City to come out with those powerful messages because they're chasing.
Yeah.
They're hungry for it. So for Arsenal, in a way, you have to be more careful in the messaging you put out there. I understand what you're saying. You want to be sure, you want to be aggressive in your messaging to say that we believe in ourselves, we're going to get the job done, but you've also got to be humble. Because if you come out there now and say, we're going to get the job done, we know how big a game it is, we want this, and you lose to Manchester City...
I'm going to push back.
Go on.
Saliba came on here, said their pockets were empty.
Yeah.
That humble? Saka said at the start of the season, this is the year
he's
we
just
have to
telling
win
the truth, that his pockets are empty.
He said, this start of the year, Saka, this is the season we have to win it. Arteta said at the start of the season, we have to win it, there's no excuses. Was that humble? Now when it's squeaky bum time and you need to be front-footed, now we want to be humble. You got it the wrong way around.
But Troy, actually, just so you know, just on the other side of that, if you're Arteta, I know he got a lot of, stick for what he said about there's fire in my
I just said I liked it. I just don't think his players believe it.
Yes, and also you didn't necessarily think that he truly believed it.
No, he was doing what he had to do to get his players to believe it.
So you think he's doing all the right things, Arteta?
I think Arteta's doing the right things because he has to say, I'm ready. He's looking forward to it. He's basically saying, when I found this club here and where we've got on this journey, I'm ready. This is the challenge I want. This is where I was trying to get to. But when you're talking about those messages, you're trying to convince others. And forget what they're saying. Tell me the last 5-6 performances where you go, that's a team that's ready to win everything. Just performances.
Right.
Yeah, but then Arteta's doing the manager's job of taking the pressure off the players, and that's why he had to do that, because he wants to take the pressure off the players. He knows himself. Yeah. It hasn't been great performance-wise, but that's what you have to do.
Just very quickly, our first yes or no answer of the night. Will Arsenal beat Man City this weekend, yes or no?
No.
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 Wow.
It could end in a draw.